Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are entering the last question of this Prashnopanishad. And the mantra is Athahainam Sukesha Bharadvajaha Papracha Bhagavan Hiranyanabaha Kausalyo Rajaputraha Mamupetya Prashnam Apruchata Shodashakalam Bharadvaja Purusham Vetha Tam Aham Kumaram Abruvam Na Aham Inam Veda Yadi Aham Avedisham Katham Te Na Avakshami Iti Samulo Va Esha Parishishyati Yo Anrutam Abhivadati Tasman Narhaham Anrutam Vaktun Sa Tushnim Rathamaruhya Pavavraja Tam Tva Prichami Kvasau Purushaha Iti. A story is told. This student, Sukesh Bharadwaj, he must be having very good hairstyle, Sukesha. So, he approached his teacher and said that there was a prince from Kaushalya and his name was Hiranyanabha, and he came and asked me one day. He said, do you know Shodash Kalapurusha? Hey Bharadwaj. Tam aham abruvam. I said to him, no, I don't know. So when I said I don't know, he thought, this is what this fellow thought. He thought that maybe he doesn't want to tell me. See? Like, many people ask the questions and I am not interested in answering any question, living at zero question level. Yesterday also somebody, Swami, may I ask a question? I said no. There is no end to it. See? So, he said, I don't know. And then, when I saw on his face that he was feeling a little offended, I said, look here, if I know, why I will not tell you? Because if somebody tells the lies, he is destroyed completely. And I know that. So, really, by God, I don't know. And Sa Tushtim Ratham Aruya Pavavraja. Then he said, okay, sir, never mind. And he went away. Why such a long introduction? Because Tam Tva Pruchami Kvasau Purusha iti. So kindly tell me, what is the Shodashakala Purusha? That is what I want to know. See? In reply to that, the teacher answers. See? Uktacha Atmanaha Esha Prano Jayate iti Now we have seen, we are summarizing the whole thing. In the third question, it was said that Atmanaha Esha Pranaha Jayate. This whole world is emerging out of the self. And Jagatascha Yanmulam Tat Parijnanat Param Neya Shreya Iti Saropanishadam Nishchita Arthaha. And he who comes to know the source of one's own being, he has attained fulfillment. This is the conclusion of all the Upanishadic knowledge. Anantaram cha uktam. After that also it was told in the subsequent places, Sa sarvajnaha sarvo bhavati. He who thus knows himself, he becomes sarvajna, all omniscient and omnipotent. And therefore, this question he wanted to ask, Sir, what is that person or a Purusha which should be known? Now, after having said this, the teacher will start answering. So there is a lot of Bhashya Bhagwan Shankaracharya. Tasmai sohovacha iha eva antasharire somya sa purushaha jasmin eta shodashakala prabhavantiti. Now here we start the deep understanding. We can ask a question. Where is earth? Earth is moving around the sun. Okay. Where is the water? You go outside the hall, everywhere there is water. Very good. Where is fire? See? In France there is fire. Isn't it? Whole France is on fire. Then, where is air? There is air. Where are you sitting? You are sitting in the air only. But can we ask a question? Where is the space? You cannot ask the question. The answer will be, where the space is not? Exactly the same way. This Purusha you want to know, hey Bharadwaj. So the teacher says, Iha eva antasharire somya, my dear student, sa Purushaha. You are the Shodashakala Purusha. Don't search here and there. See, friends, this is so important. These things we told you in simple words. Don't seek happiness. Express happiness. Whole Upanishad is over. What we are doing in our life? Only seeking happiness. But have we ever thought about it? Why we are seeking happiness? Because the effect goes back to the cause. If you melt the ornaments, they go back to the gold. Every river wants to go back to the ocean. Because what is the origin of every wave, every river is only ocean. Everything wants to go back to its own natural state. Water wants to flow below, fire wants to go up. Because we are essentially blissful, therefore we want to go back to bliss. See? Then what we do when we stop doing everything and start Sangeetmay sleep. So what we have done? We have gone back to our essential self. Therefore, when the teacher says, Iha eva antasharire somya purushaha. So don't seek anything outside. Amrita chakshuhu amritattvam ichan. Kaschit dhiraha pratyagatmanam aikshan. Rare is a seeker who wants to know the truth. Therefore, avrita chakshu, withdraw. See? If we control over these two faculties, we have achieved a great leap on the spiritual path. One is the eyes and second is the ears. See? smell, touch, taste, they are not that problematic. As much the vision and the ears. See? Then what is to be done? Dekho, eyes. Suno, ears. Mat bolo. Can there be a simpler spiritual practice than this? See, friends. So when we comment on anything in this world, what happens? We have gone away from ourselves. See? If there are rains and we comment about the rains, so we are now associated with the rains. We have gone away from ourselves. Kaschit dhiraha pratyagatmanam akshat. But who can do it? Dhira Purusha. See, dhira means, dhi means buddhi. Ra gatau. The one who is leading his life under the umbrella of wisdom is the dhira Purusha. Ignorant people lead their life under the influence of personal likes and dislikes. Preya marga and shreya marga. So, yehi vanta sharire somya sa purusho yasmin eta shodasha kala prabhavanti iti. So don't go out anywhere. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%, you have understood all your spiritual practice. But what happens, The other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, I want to go to Badrinath. What should I do? I said, you decide. I make decisions for nobody. Now, what is your opinion? I said, if it is opinion, then I will give my opinion on something worthy. This is useless. Whether I should go there or not, enough of running here and there. See? One day we go there, one day, how much agitations inside. Swamiji, you also keep on running around the world. What about that? But I am not doing how. I am relaxed. See? Yesterday one boy came from Pune and completed his 12th standard, now waiting for the results and examination, admission, all that. Very nice boy. I know him right from before his birth. So he came, Swamiji, how come you don't get tired and you don't get the jet lag? I said, manufacturer's defect. If you have that notion, I am doing, you are tired, you relax. It is the jet which is running, why you should get the jet lag. That should get the jet, why not you? Sleep. Or watch movies. Last time when I was going, I watched the Kung Fu Panda 3. Such a lovely one. You don't know how the time has gone. Therefore, enough of running outside. Come back to yourself. Now, how to discover this truth? Now again the story continues. Sa Ikshan Chakre. That Purusha, Ikshan Chakre, he started contemplation. There was no need. A young, educated, free, intelligent boy started thinking, what a life without a wife. Hurry, relax, man, relax. So Ikshan Chakre. So there is a manufacturer's defect. Everybody does the same thing. So originally it is like that. So Ikshan Chakre. Kasmin aham utkantaha utkranto bhavishyami. Kasmin va sampratishthite pratishyami iti. See? Then that Purusha started thinking that if I had to get out of this body, how will I go out? And if I have to remain in this body, how will I remain in this body? So this is how the Shodasha Kala Purusha. Now to understand the Shodasha Kala Purusha, take your day-to-day example. When a child is born, it is not only a child that is born. Today, one of my Chinese friends, she sent me a nice picture of her daughter, and uh, her husband is a what you call Israeli, very sweet child. So, Swamiji, what name I should keep? Before the child is born, this question will not come in the mind. What name I should keep? So, when the child is born, it is not only the child. Then child is born, mother is born, father is born, uncle is born, auntie is born, mama, chacha, bhanja, bhatije. How many are born? So that one Purusha, he is supporting so many kalas. So he is a God's creation, then he is a son or a daughter, then he is a grandson or a granddaughter, then he is a bhanja, then bhatija, and then the brother. And how many are born? See? Be attentive. How they are born? Purusha is only one. When association with any upadhi, the non-existing entity is born. And this non-existing entity is the one which is creating troubles and which is going through all troubles. Therefore, Saikshan Chakre, Sa Purusha Shodashakala Prushtaha, So Yo Bharadwaja Ikshan Chakre, Ikshanam Darshanam Chakre Kritavan Ityarthaha. Srishti Phalakramadi Vishayam. So what did he start thinking? He started thinking about creation. Let me create. Now be attentive, another important point. Whenever we have got any potentiality, we want to express that. The other day, when I was in UK, one lady, I don't know who was she, but she came and the same thing, Swamiji, I've been listening you, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, where is your lecture? I said, in that place. May I come? I said, free. You can come. No registration. You come. No, I am a singer and I have been singing for ISKCON, I have been singing for many great Mahatmas. I will like to come and sing for you. I said, okay, come. So, that potentiality, I can sing, will prompt her to express that potentiality to sing. She is not coming for satsanga. See the difference. Such a small potentiality we have. Though Paramatma has got infinite potentiality. And therefore, he wanted to create the world. Saikshan Chakre. And then he started that Ata Purushartha Prayojanam Urari Krutya Pradhanam Pravartate Mahadadya Karena. So then he started now how to create this world. Now this is the process of creation. In our scriptures, there are many topics which are meant for different purpose, but we are getting lost in that. What are the topics? Number one, creation. Number two, hell and heaven. Number three, karma. Number four, jiva. Number five, upasana. All these topics are not meant for that. They are meant only to bring our attention to our divine self. One example I will tell you, take Bhagavad Gita. First two shlokas, they talk about creation in a very exhaustive way. Urdhva moolam adashakam ashvattam prahuravayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavid adashchordam prasruta tasya shaka guna pravruddha vishaya pravala adashya moolanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushaloke. So you go on reading huge commentaries on this thing. But the third shloka, what he tells, that we bypass. Because then you can't have the fear created in the minds of the seekers. Then what the third shloka says? Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadirnata sampradishta tasya rupam iha vicharakale na pradishtite. Don't try to see such a world Urdhva Mula Madashakam, doing Sirsasana. No. See, it has no beginning, no center, no end. Meaning what? It is just an appearance. It doesn't exist. So what is the purpose of telling the creation? To tell that there is no creation. Then asanga shastrena drudena chitva. And when you are totally withdrawn from the worldly things, then tataha thereafter tat padam parimargitavyam. Then you seek that yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuya. So we started with the world and we concluded in our essential self. That is the purpose. See how important it is. But we get carried away by that. Similarly, there are so many creation theories told in the scripture, more than half a dozen. Taittiriya Upanishad says, Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhuta Akasha Vayu Vayu Agni Agni Rapaha Advya Prithivya Prithivya Anna Manna. Some places it is Sa Ikshata, he thought and created. The purpose is not about the world, but through the world come back to yourself. So he started creation. Ataha purushartha prayojanam urarikritya pradhanam pravartate mahadadya akarena tadetu anupapannam purushasya swatantrena ikshapurvakam kartritvam ayanam sattva samme pradhane pramana utpanne srishtikartari. So he first of all created. Now I'll tell you in simple words. Don't go into the Bhashya and Sanskrit. See? Paramatma is unqualified existence. His infinite potentiality is called Chit. When he is invoking his own infinite potentiality, that invocation of his own infinite potentiality is called as Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Fire, heat, burning. Get it clear? So, Sat, absolute reality, unqualified. Animal is, man is. Stone is, movement is. Stagnation is. Health is. Disease is. This existence is unqualified. That is why real spiritual practice is don't become extraordinary. You are ordinary. Paramatma is ordinary. When Yashoda Maya scolded Bhagwan Krishna, eating soil, were you a pig or what? Bhagwan Krishna was worried. Did she recognize me? Because he only took the avatar of the pig, Varaha avatar. So confuse her. Hey friend, if somebody calls us pig, how angry we will become? Because we are specific. See friends, this is the purpose of telling all these things. So he decided that I have to now create this world. So what is the world is therefore created out of Ananda. Ananda deva kalvimani bhutani jayante. So existence, potentiality, chit, and expression is Ananda. So Ananda, bliss is the source of this world. And thereafter what happens? First, Ishvara. Ishvara is Paramatma plus Maya or Avyakrita or Avyakta, Avyakta Namni Paramesha Shakti. So this Parameshwara Shakti, Ishvara. Now Ishvara is now ready to create, that is Hiranyagarbha, the second stage. That Hiranyagarbha at the totality is the subtle body or the mind is at individual level. So like out of our mind, the whole world comes out. So Ishvara is equal to our deep sleep. Our subtle body is equal to Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha totality, subtle body individuality. Ishvara totality, our deep sleep individuality. And then out of that Hiranyagarbha, the whole world comes out. Now, what is that creation? Then all the five great elements and then their various qualities, all that starts coming out. So, he started creating the whole world out of that. Now, after having said that, such a huge commentary. स प्राणम असृजत प्राणा श्रद्धा खम वायुर्ज्योतिरापा पृथ्वी इंद्रियम मनो अन्नम अन्नाद वीर्यम तपो मंत्रा कर्म लोका लोकेशु च नाम इति. So these are the 16 kalas. So how he started creating? First he created space. What is space? Nothing. Can you comprehend space? So when he said he created space, then stop here. What is space? Tell me. Created space. In short, the real meaning is he created nothing. But we like the stories. You must have seen in our Yoga Vasishta, we have seen the stories. And some of the great saints, Eknath Maharaj probably, or Dhaneshwar Maharaj, he writes a beautiful story type song. Barud they call it. On the tip of a thorn, there were three villages. The tip of the thorn, yes. Then in two villages there was nobody living. One village was barren. Then there were three pot makers there. Two were not born, one was dead. Then they created three pots. And two were raw, one was never cooked. Then to sell them, they went to the market. They came across three rivers. Two were dry, in one there was no water. And they crossed that river by boat. See, story goes on. And at the end, he says, so they sold their three pots and they got 3 rupees. And two were fake and one was never right. दोन खोटे एक चलेच ना. This is the story, Maharaj. Nothing has happened, nothing is going to happen, nothing will happen. Just be. So, from the Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha, now Akasha has got only one Tanmatra Shabda. Now another very deep thought, you will not get this thought anywhere. Space is no movement. Can you imagine? Space starts moving. But when you can imagine that space starts moving, moving space is air. So there are two principles. One principle is changelessness. Second principle is constantly changing. Is it not the world? All our faculties, whether body, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, ability, everything is constantly changing. But there is a substratum which is never changing. But normally what happens? Our attention goes only to the changes, but not the changeless substratum. There is no need to go further. And then from the air, the water came. No need, stop here. But then the story has to continue. So from the space, air came. And from the air, fire came. When there is a movement, Garmi is created. And when there is a heat, then you get perspiration. So the waters are created. And because of the heat, perspiration gets dried up. Then the earth is created. So out of nothing, the whole world is created. And then so many vegetations. Now this is about the objective creation. Then from the same Paramatma, through the Mahat Tattva, then Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Prana. Prana is the life. So from the life, mind, from the mind, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, and the whole world. So, where from everything is coming? Shodashakala Purusha, the same one, what you are. This is the purpose. So Pranam Asrujan. So he created Prana, the principle of life. And at the principle of life level, there are no differences. See? Hunger of a rich man, hunger of a poor man, hunger of a tiger, and hunger of a cow. Hunger is hunger. See? Functionally, we are all one. Friends, Upanishad tell that the joy the Indra enjoys in the comforts of the heavens, same joy a donkey enjoys rolling on the road. Life-wise, we are all one. Therefore, all the spiritual practices start from the many and walk toward the one. See? What are many? Things are many. Now, out of many things, take only one thing. Shabda, sound. Now, sounds are many. Then take only one thing, the hearing ability. Hearing ability is one. Then sense organs are many. Then take only one. What is one? Behind all of them, there is one mind. We are going from many to one. The mind has got likes and dislikes, many. Come back to the source, wisdom. I. I is one. I like, I dislike. Now find out this I. Where is this I? Available only in the waking. Where does he go? He goes nowhere because he is never. Upanishad says, Tatra Mata Amata Bhavati. In the deep sleep, the mother is no more a mother, the father is no more a father. But still, the life continues. See, friends, when you start working on this principle, then there is meaning to studying the Shodashakala Purusha. We don't have to see outside somewhere. See? Now, which are those Shodashakala which come out of the Purusha, the self, the reality? So, Prana Masrujata, Prana Shraddha. First is Shraddha. Shraddha is many a time there are some negative thinking people. They say, oh, blind faith. Faith is always blind. When you know, you don't need faith. When you don't know, then you need faith. See, faith is inner strength. It is not a weakness. Every time we hear in the news some aeroplane was going and suddenly the front wheel did not open and it landed and there was chaos and all that. When we get into the flight, what is that which keeps us there? Only Shraddha. Our flight will land okay. So far it continued. See, friends, many people have got the wrong notion. Shraddha is a weakness. No, it requires courage. To jump into the darkness, you require courage. See, friends, Shraddha. So the first expression of life is Shraddha. Isn't it? We only out of Shraddha, blind faith, accept this lady is my mother, this man is my father. Do we know? We don't know. Have we ever asked our mother, Mom, excuse me, let me check your DNA map? No. So also with the father. Dad, I don't think you can be my father. No. We have to blindly accept. Our very existence is based on the Shraddha, blind faith. And those who do not have blind faith, they samshayatma vinashyati. They are constantly leading their life under the influence of only suspicion, doubt, suspicion, doubt. Therefore, first Shraddha, then from the Shraddha come is the space. Then from the space, Vayu, air. Then from Vayu, Jyoti, the fire. Then from the fire, Apaha, the waters. And from the waters, the Prithvi, the earth. Now see how systematically it is. Space has got only one quality, Shabda. Air has got Shabda, word, sound, plus Sparsha. Shabda, Sparsha. See? I remember one example for this thing. In some house I went, and we had some children's camp. So when I went there, then the mother said, Swamiji, how was my son? I said, he was exactly like you. What else can you say? So then she asked, what did you learn in the camp from Swamiji? Yes, Mummy, I tell you. Swamiji taught us that there are 5 elements. Do you know? No, I don't know. 5 elements. I'll tell you. And he started demonstration. We were sitting on the dining table. He went outside, collected a little soil. This is element earth on the dining table. Then element water. Put the water over the element. This is what Swamiji taught us. Then fire. I was worried. So he told Mummy, Mummy, come, I'll show you. Then he switch on the gas. This is fire element. Then air. Air. Show your hand like this thing. Yes. Did you feel anything? That is air. Now what is space? Then he was nonplussed. Space, space, space. Swamiji, thank you, you are here. Will you please do like this? I did like this. He said, that which is in the fingers of Swamiji is the space. So he has that understanding. Space means only between the fingers of Swamiji is the space. Rest is not space. Friends. So here, these are the 5 great elements created, and each element has a corresponding sense organ and organ of action and object. See how systematic, mathematically perfect it is. We'll take only one. See, space, object is Shabda, the sound. See? Hearing ability is born out of the Sattva Guna of the space. Similarly, you take another, the eyes. So it is the vision. Colors and forms are seen only by the visions. Colors and forms belong to an object. Sound production also requires some kind of dashing together. In this manner, our experience includes 3 things. One is the instrument of knowledge, second is the object of knowledge, and third is the experience of that object of knowledge. This is how, from the one reality, as if ramification, the whole world has come out. So Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. And after having learned this, what we have to do? We don't have to tell anybody. Work on it. How do we work? This is very important topic. First, get rid of the importance given to the objective world. Net result, we come back to our sense organs. Then we are no more enslaved by our sense organs. We come back to the mind. Then we are not functioning under the influence of personal likes and dislikes. Then we have come to the I principle. Now, is this I 24 hours available? No. Available only during the waking. In the dream, the waker doesn't see the dream. Dreamer is separate. The deep sleeper is separate. The son is separate. The husband is separate. The father is separate. Man is common. So out of that one man, these three personalities are born. But are they real? That is the vibhuti, expansion of the reality. See? Therefore, when we thus start our understanding and spiritual practice, don't worry about running here and there, going here and there. If I go to Himalayas, you will start their pan bidi shop. See? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. You have learnt all Vedantic spiritual practice. See? Many people ask, Swami, are you going to Kailash? I said, no, I want to live. I don't know. What will you go in there? All confusion, frustration, anger, bitterness. Don't worry about going anywhere. Be happy wherever you are. There cannot be any higher spiritual practice than remaining happy. I want to do this. Come. Poultry farm going on. Therefore, this world that is created is from this source. So, the five great elements. Shraddha, then from the Shraddha, the space, air, fire, water and earth. Then Indriyam, then all the 10 organs. 5 organs of perception and 5 organs of action. Thereafter, Manaha, then the mind is created. Then Manaha, then Annam, the objective world, the food. Then Viryam, when the food is eaten, then you get the strength to work in life. Here another important point. Don't have the wrong notions of torturing yourself by observing fast. My rule I tell you, simplest rule. पेट भर के रखो, दिमाग खाली रखो. एकादशी, द्वादशी, अष्टादशी, and all the time, relax, man, relax. If you are hungry, eat it and forget about it. When the Ekadashi is over, it is over at night 2:30 in the morning. अरे खा लो ना. I see, you must have seen yourself. These people who are following unnecessary torturing their body. You must have seen also, it comes in newspaper everywhere. Such and such Mahatma, he has not taken food for so many days, and then a huge number of people are following behind him and all that. What tamasha? See? Or other way, also it is, they will be giving, he takes only water and he doesn't take only that much water, and then what for? What do we want to prove to whom? Friends, our spiritual practice should be so subtle, nobody should even suspect that we are walking spiritual path. See, friends, nobody should suspect. Otherwise, you will get lost in this world. What I like the most of Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is, never become a guru. Remain a seeker of truth throughout life. And if we want to remain a seeker of truth throughout life, the only way is our process of learning from every experience of our life should not be arrested. Every day, learn something. Therefore, this technique I told you, make a copy, write what I have learned today. Then, next day, D2, D2. Every day, something new you have to learn. So, if you will learn every day something new, by the time 1 year is over, you would have learned 365 new things. See? Then you get a total different vision. You will be moving around, like example, like Newton. If I were with Newton and we were walking together, the apple fell down. He thought something different. What I would have done, take it, yeah. Because we don't know anything beyond that. See? Vision has to change. And the purpose of study of scriptures is only to bring change in our vision. When the vision changes, our interaction changes. When interactions change, our experiences change. When experiences change, the quality of our life changes. Where from it begins? It begins from the vision. बुरी नजर वाले अपनी नजर टेस्ट करा ले. बुरा जो देखकर मैं चला, बुरा न मिले आपको. It is for this purpose this topic is taken so exhaustively. So, Prithvi, Indriyam, Mano, Annam, Annad, Virya, and then Virya is inner strength. The inner strength is what? Tapaha. Inner strength is not physical lifting and putting it down. Real inner strength is tapasya. Now, what is the tapasya? Not torturing. I don't believe in that. Tapasya is invoke two dormant potentialities in you. One potentiality is, let us not be dependent on anything or any being in this world. Most important. When we get up from the sleep, the bed is lying like that. Can't we make it properly? No servant will do. Your work, you must do it. It's so important. When we go home, the shoes are thrown here there. When we take our food, the plate is never lifted and kept in a proper place to wash. See, friends, discover independence. One of the most important spiritual practice. Don't take seva from anybody. You don't know how torturous it is for me. When you people do this. Finally, when I lose myself, then I give bang. Stop that. See? Discover that freedom. That is tapasya. Otherwise, actually, I wanted to come Swamiji, but what happened? Our car was there. There are many other means of travel. If there is no car, so what? Dependence is bondage. Independence is freedom. That is the meaning of tapasya. Same thing about eating. Whatever is there, eat and forget about it. In Bhagavad Gita, we come across 3 types of foods. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. Swamiji, what is your opinion? I said, my opinion is very simple. Before eating, don't think about food. While eating, enjoy whatever comes in front of you. After it's over, forget about it. That day you prepared that rasam in 1947. Forget about it. All the time lost in that only. So, first tapasya is independence. See? Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham, etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. Dependence is misery. Independence is freedom. And second thing is the self-confidence. Tapasya invoke self-confidence. And what is self-confidence? Self-confidence is we respect our knowledge in our life. See? Our knowledge is we should not be obsessed. Our lifestyle is we are obsessed. I tell you how I suffer. These ammas, Bhagwan Krishna had left for little time Devaki. He got only one Yashoda to make him suffer. Do you think Bhagwan Krishna was happy with Yashoda Maya? She tortured him every now and then. He had only one Yashoda. I have a battalion of Yashodas throughout the world. You don't know how much I am tortured. Eat this, eat that. Swami ji, इसको इसके साथ मिला के खाओ. अरे यार, let me eat on my own. No, 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 ये इसके साथ जाता है. तुम चली जाओ. इसके साथ जाता है. You don't know, I get sometimes so disgusted. Yeah, you get out from here, let me eat myself. Self-confidence is respect your knowledge in your life. So start from where? Morning. Decide what time you want to wake up. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever. Then that time, no compromise. Wake up. And then get out of the bed. Do something physical. Clean the house, wash the dishes. Do something. No, but after some time I'll get again. Oh, another 2 minutes and it becomes another half an hour, 1 hour. And when we get up, today also I could not get up. I don't think I can get up. And what is there getting up early morning? The Babajis have no other business. In short, we come to a conclusion. It is not our bite. Then self-confidence gone. Okay? Like this point which I told, don't talk to yourself. Most of the people have got the same complaint. Swami, it is very difficult. Yes, it is difficult. Do you want free or what? Work on it. Find out how to stop talking to yourself. You will discover many things. We start talking to ourselves when we are planning something about the future. Remain in the present. You cannot talk to yourself. This moment you have done it. You are not sleeping. You are hearing. But you are not talking to yourself. Like the mirror. Reflects everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything which is reflected. Let our mind's quality be like the mirror. That is tapas. Standing on one leg, even the cranes do. It's not a big deal. Therefore, prana, shraddha, kham, vayur, jyotirapa, prithvi, indriya, mana, annam, virya, and then tapaha. Then after tapas, mantraha. Mantra. Mantra is manana trayate. Yesterday we have seen Om or Omkaram Amananantam Abhidhyayeta. Yesterday, if you remember. Abhidhyana means what? Not mechanically chanting Om, 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 Om. No. Contemplate. What is the meaning of Om? So we have seen Om indicate the three experiences that we go through: waking, dream, deep sleep. And then go on contemplating. Waking comes and goes. We come and go nowhere. Dream comes and goes. We are the same. Deep sleep comes and go. Nothing happens to us. Like in the space, clouds come, thunder, rain go. Nothing happened to the space. Space doesn't become wet. Then second group of clouds come. Only thunder, no rains. They go away. Dream. Nothing happens to the space. Then third, it's a dark night. Nothing happens to the space. In the same manner, apply. Red, yellow, green colors come in front of the vision. They come and go. Nothing happens to the space, to the vision. Somebody glorifies, somebody condemns. Nothing happens to the hearing ability. Good or bad thoughts and come. Nothing happens to the mind. Waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi comes and goes. Nothing happens to us. What sadhana you want to do, tell me. नैव किंचित करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत ततोवित् पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पृशन् जिघ्रन् अश्नन् अश्नन् स्वपन् नैव किंचित करोमीति. Seeing is happening, but seer is not born. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. Good or bad experiences are happening, but experiencer is not born. You see the mantra. Otherwise, normally what we do, we take the mala, is good, we have to take it. It keeps us somewhere disciplined. So, take the mala. Then we get frustrated. I don't know why Guru Maharaj has given me such a long mantra. It is because the mantra protect. But who is protected from whom? The Guru is protected from the disciple. Not disciple, the devotee. There are two persons associated with the Guru. One is the disciple, second is the devotee. The disciples go to change themselves. The devotees go to change the Guru. ये Guru ठीक नहीं, बदल देंगे. Go for Guru shopping. Because we like that Guru who will listen to us. See, friends, a real seeker is ready to change himself or herself. Therefore, mantraha, mananad, reflect on it. Reflection is only this. Analyze your own every experience and learn from that. If you take this, the takeaway of today's talk, you have learned highest spiritual practice. Every day learn something. One example I'll tell you. Pains. We get pain, suppose, in our tooth. So is the pain given to us to make us miserable? It is not given to us to make miserable, but to tell us, hey, something is wrong. Go to the dentist. In the same manner, if you are hurt, then don't get hurt. Hey, something is wrong. What is wrong? Expectation. My daughter, my son, my husband, my... As much the parents are too much obsessed with the children, equally the children are obsessed with the parents. See, this we have to clearly, distinctly understand. That is the meaning of mantra. Otherwise, you are told, see, beta, you are such a great seeker, therefore, I give you Kali Santarana Upanishad Maha Mantra. It is not given to everybody, but you are qualified. Maharaj. And what is the mantra? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, all his problems will come to you. No. Fear is the only way which you can control the people. See? Or the guilt. Two things. Guilt and fear are the remote controls for controlling the masses. And then, beta, you should do every day 36 malas, okay? And then come and meet me sometime. 36 malas. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 1. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, 2. By the time one mala is over, your breathing ability is over. 36 malas. And now afraid of going before the Guru. Because he will ask, Beta, jab kaisa chal raha hai? This is how it is said that mantras protect the Guru from the disciples. Hey friends, mantra is mananat trayate. That one which can help you when you reflect on it, contemplate. Therefore, Upanishadic mantras is not only mechanically chanting. Then karma. See, karma is what? Karma is action associated with doership is karma. When you people do some karma kanda, puja, etc., the Pandit ji gives you little rice in your hand and then put little water and covers yourself. You have to cover it, and then he will say the sankalpa, mamopata, samasa durita, kshayadara, blah 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 blah, and karishe. Now you have taken the sankalpa. I am doing this thing. Therefore, when that karma yajna is done, the karma phala doesn't go to Pandit ji. It goes to the Yajaman. So, karma plus sense of doership is the action, karma not, kriya. Kriya plus sense of doership is karma. Document plus notarization or authentication is the deed. So, karma means we must be responsible in living our day-to-day life. Animals don't have karma, law of karma. Because they don't do anything, no sin. Animals don't do any sin. They don't do any merit. They are just living. We are not animals. And therefore, lead your life in a responsible manner so that we are not a problem for others and others are not problem for us. Yasman no dvijate lokaha, lokan no dvijate chayaha, harsha marsha bhavit bhaya muktaha. Such a devotee is dear to me, karma, then lokaha. And by this karma, you go to various lokas. If you are doing good karma, you will go to heaven. If you do bad karma, you will go to hell. Control is possible only by the rod of fear. By love, nobody gets controlled. I don't believe in that love business. Love is an illusion. Only fear can control the masses. There is no other way. And therefore, temptation also. So, if you do good karma, you will go to the heaven. See? And then, lokeshucha nama. And in this manner, when we are again born as a human being, so you do bad karma, you go to the lower lives, animals. If you do good karma, you will go to the godly life. But if you are having a perfect balance between good and bad, you are born as a human beings. And after having karma as a human being, then only karmanubandhini manusya loke. The authority of doing karma is only for the human beings, not for the gods, etc. And therefore, lokeshu, so we are all loka and nama. And when we are born, we are given a name. So how many? 16 kalas? Prana 1, then Shraddha 2, Kham 3, Vayu 4, Jyoti 5, Aap 6, Prithvi 7, Indriya 8, Mind 9, Anna 10, Virya 11, Tapa 12, Mantra 13, Karma 14, Loka 15, and Lokeshusha Nama 16. So these are the 16 kalas which are coming out of us. And therefore, what is our imagination? Na kya? Prana jai par bachan na jai. So I will keep my statue. And then there will be the name. See? I go there regularly in what you call that Tulsi Seva Sadan. We have every year retreat there during the last few days of every year. We call it Ananda Mangal camp. There is whosoever has made it available, his statue is there, standing one nice, very beautifully made, and below the name. Now that statue doesn't know whose it is, and the plate on which the name is written, that plate also doesn't know whose name it is. But it's why we want to remain immortal by name and form. That is what is the samsara. What is the world? Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Nama, ears. Rupa, eyes. See how important it is. Therefore, Shodasha Kala Purusha, that is the reason. Like, one child asked me this question. Swamiji, why you people's name have got Ananda at the end? I said, why? Is it a monopoly of Devananda or what? He said, no, what is the reason? I said, the reason is our Guru tells us, at least for name's sake, be happy. Otherwise, name is Ananda, but all the time miserable. What happened? Nobody is giving me Bhiksha. Lagao ek. See, friends. Therefore, these are the 16 kalas. Now, after this is told, then what happens to all these things? स यथा इमा नद्यः स्यन्दमाना समुद्रायणा समुद्रं प्राप्य अस्तं गच्छन्ति विद्येते तासां नाम रूपे समुद्र इति एव प्रोच्यते एवं एव अस्य परिदृष्टुमा षोडशकला पुरुषायणा पुरुषं प्राप्य तम अस्तं गच्छन्ति विद्येते च असां नाम रूपे पुरुषम् इति एव प्रोच्यते स एष अकलः अमृतः भवति तदेष श्लोकः. So like the rivers go back to the ocean and their name and the form is dissolved in the ocean, exactly the same way all the Shodashakala, the Nam and the form, everything goes back to this Purusha, and there he is beyond all of them. Is it not our everyday experience? Don't trust. Evaluate your own experience. Don't we go back, Ahar Brahma Gamayati? Where are we? When are we? What are we? In deep sleep? None of them. And when we wake up, what happens? First, space. Second, time. Third, who am I? Fourth, karma. This continues. Every day this is happening. Our individual sleep is a mini pralaya. And total pralaya is when the whole Brahmaji goes to sleep, and he comes out of the sleep, pralaya. When our sleep is over, pralaya. Everything gone back. Therefore, evam asya paridrishtuhu. In the same manner, the seeker, he is shodasha kala purushayanaha. So all these kalas, they go back. Sense organs are withdrawn, mind is withdrawn, eye is withdrawn, life is withdrawn, and there only spandana, the throb of life continues. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. To this reality, the wise man is awakened. And he is sleeping to the relative world. And the ignorant man is awakened to the relative world and is sleeping to his own divine nature. Therefore, vidyate tasam nama rupe. Therefore, in this experience, you neither have the name nor the form. That is why, when we are given the name, all our earlier name is given up. See, friends. Otherwise, we keep on telling, one place, I will not tell you the name and everything. It was written, so Swami Gadbadananda, whatever it is. At the bracket, below that name, ex-IAS officer, Satyanas. See, You have to discard name and form. And therefore, we told you 100 times, don't talk about your past and don't ask anybody about their past. See? Otherwise, we start creating relations. No, get out of that. Nama rupe. Therefore, nama we change in sannyasa. Rupa, now you people dress so nicely, see. But we see cartoons. You nicely clean shave. We are having dadial. One girl told me many years before when I was young. That's how I learned from everybody. So she says, Swamiji, you are going to USA and with this kind of wooden kadao and this thing, if you put on nice dress, you will look so handsome, man. Why you are going like this thing? People will look at you. I said, I want them to look at me. See, if we are confident of what we are doing, nothing can touch us in this world. See? Therefore, vidyate jasam narupe purusha iti evam prochate. Thereafter, he is called only Purusha. Like in the deep sleep, he is neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. He is only a person. Purusha iti uchyate. And who is that? Eshaha akalaha amritaha. He is having no kala. Kala means what? Moon is only one. Which is the moon? 17th is the moon. 15, Eka Prathama Dvitiya Purnima, 15, Eka this Amavasya, 16, and the moon is 17th. Akala. But how that one moon has become so many? Because of some conditioning superimposed. See? Akala. Therefore, we become many because of the many conditioning. We become father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife. These are our kalas. And we get so much buried in that our own essential nature is forgotten. Then amritaha bhavati. And then we come to discover that we are untouched by any one of them. Hold on to your own being. Tadesha shlokaha. And therefore a shloka is suggested. Araiva rathanabhav kala yasmin sampadishtita tam vedyam purusha veda yatha mavo mrityu parivyatha iti. Therefore, like the spokes are surrendered in the hub of a wheel, in the same manner, all these things are surrendered as a hub in this wheel of life. One spoke is father, so son is there. Other spoke is wife, another spoke, that is the husband. So different. All of them are coming out of the same. When the father dies, nothing happens to son. When the wife dies, nothing happens to the husband. But when the husband dies, none of them have got any existence. If the man dies, not husband, if the man dies, none of them have got any existence. In the same manner, when all these kalas are discarded, we remain independent of that. That is the way. Tam Vedya Purusham Veda. This is Vedyam Purusha. This is worthy of knowing. And he who thus comes to know, Mavo Mrityu Parivyatha iti, he will be free from the fear of death. Therefore, तान होवाच एतावद एव अहम एतत् परम ब्रह्म वेद न अतः परम अस्ति इति. Now see the greatness of the teacher. This is all that I know about Brahman. I don't know much more than this thing. This is all. Na ataha param asti. I don't know if there is more in this, but I know only this much. Now when this was said, now the teacher is saluted by the students. Te tam archayantaha tvam hinaha pita yaha asmakam avidyayaha paramparam tarayasi iti namaha paramarshibhyaha namaha paramarshibhyaha. So all the students, they say, te tam archayantaha. They did the puja, etc. and said, tvam hinaha pita, you are our real father. You remember, we told you, The day you start working on your mind, you are reborn. This physical body will die, I guarantee you. But if we have taken to this path, and what is taking to this path? Not only external ornamentation, but start working on your mind. Working on the mind is when you start learning from every passing experience. Then you are working on the mind. Then such a one never dies. So this second birth is given by the Guru. First birth, body birth is given by the father. He also died and the son will also die. But the seeker of truth never dies. Therefore, Tvam hi naha pita, yaha asmakam avidyayaha param param taresi. You only are taking us beyond the limitations of this relative world. Namaha paramarshibhyaha, namaha paramarshibhyaha. Salutations to the great Rishi, salutations to great Rishi. I don't know who gave me this, name is not there. In one of the envelopes, somebody gave me this. I don't know what it is. If I can read, I'll read. राम तजु पर गुरु न बिसारू, गुरु के सम हरि को न निहारू. हरि ने जन्म दियो जग माही, गुरु ने आवागमन छुटाही. हरि ने पांच चोर दिए साथा, गुरु ने लई छुड़ाए अनाथा. हरि ने कुटुंब जाल में मेरी, गुरु में काटी ममता डोरी. हरि ने रोग भोग उरझायो, गुरु जोगी कर सब छुटायो. हरि ने कर्म धर्म भरमायो, गुरु ने आत्म रूप लखायो. हरि ने जो सु आप छिपाओ, गुरु दीपक वै ताही दिखाओ. फिर हरि बंध मुक्ति गति लाऊं, गुरु ने सब ही भरम मिटाओ. पर तन मन तासु गुरु, न तजु हरि को तजी डारू. Therefore, the real one which comes in our life, who can really help us grow spiritually, is not external adambaram. Start working within yourself. And I told you, Sadguru is one. External gurus you can get millions, 12 to a dozen. Sadguru is when we are able to learn from every experience, from everything and everybody. Dattatreya Bhagwan learned from a prostitute. See, therefore, real spiritual practice begins when that Sadguru is invoked. All other things are okay. We have to do the drama in the world. So, Guru Maharaj, Tvameva Mata Pita, Jaldi Karo, Tvameva Mata. Drama karte raho. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.